interesting.
Well, another thing I wanted to bring up from the weekend is kind of ancillary, kind of on the perimeter of the playoffs. But we saw Texas A&M beat North Carolina. It was at the Orange Bowl. Was that the Fiesta Bowl? I don't even know.
Yeah, that was the Orange Bowl. That's actually was Bowl? that was the Orange Bowl.
Sucks that I don't even know what bowl. The bowls are so inconsequential now. You don't know what bowl you're watching anymore. It's
and it was weird. The Rose Bowl wasn't even played in California.
Yeah, it's played in Texas.
It's played in Texas. So
yeah.
But yeah, a little great moments in gambling history in that game. So I bet the over of that game, and this is only college football. This would not happen in a pro game.
What was the over?
So the over was 65.5. So what happens is Texas A&M goes and scores the go ahead touchdown, and North Carolina gets the ball back, and they throw that ball downfield on the first play, and they just miss the guy. And I'm like swearing, right? Because I'm like, I just need a touchdown and this thing's over. Well, then they turn the ball over on downs on what were some terrible plays. And I'm like, well, I'm screwed now because
you're stuck at 61.
Oklahoma State's going to just run out the clock, right? I mean, Texas A&M is just going to run out the clock. And what happened was they ended up scoring that like late touchdown to push it over.
So. Yeah, it ended up being 68, wasn't it? 41-27.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up the total there, because the score, at least, because they ended up just barely scoring a 2-touchdown advantage over North Carolina, while they were before the game. And as the final playoff rankings were announced, there was a lot of argument that Texas A&M should have been in over Notre Dame at the number 4 slot. And that cry for justice, bullshit justice, continued as they won their Orange Bowl matchup by 14 points, but against North Carolina. But unfortunately for that argument, North Carolina also lost to Notre Dame by 14 points earlier in the season. So that's a push. I mean, that's the definition of a push. I mean, like to make an argument that your team should have made the playoffs because you beat North Carolina when the team you're arguing against did the exact same thing is just fucking stupid. So Texas A&M, shut the fuck up. Congratulations on your Orange Bowl victory. But I mean, anyone can speculate what the matchup would have been if it would have been better against Alabama. Did they actually played? Alabama and Texas A&M played earlier in the year.
Yeah, and they lost. Yeah,
so
yeah. So whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Do we want to see that again? No.
Yeah.